Most police calls start simple: a parked car, a man walking with a gun, nothing that looks like danger. But in seconds, routine can turn violent. In Michigan, a deputy chased a man who suddenly opened fire. In Florida, another deputy faced an armed suspect whose paranoia turned into a shootout. 2 different roads, 2 unexpected gunfights, and 2 deputies forced to react faster than the danger in front of them. Bodycam video shows suspect fire at Michigan deputy before being shot. In small towns, the calls are usually quiet: abandoned cars, suspicious parking, someone trespassing where they shouldn't be. But sometimes the most ordinary encounters turn into the most violent. On June 30th, 2025, a Berrien County deputy walks toward a vehicle sitting on private property. The sun is still out. Birds are loud. Nothing looks dangerous. He approaches calmly, casually, almost like he's done this 100 times before. A man stands near the car, 48-year-old Joshua Coffey. He doesn't look aggressive. He doesn't look panicked. If anything, he looks like someone who just wants the interaction to end quickly. "What's up?" the deputy asks.
"What's up?"
Coffey gives a quiet answer, almost apologetic. There's a woman nearby too, but she stays off to the side, silent. The deputy asks for ID. Coffey claims he doesn't have any on him. He hesitates. Then he says maybe it's in the car. The deputy asks him to get it. A simple request, a routine moment. But what happens in the next few seconds will determine if both men walk away alive. Coffey turns toward the vehicle, then bolts. He sprints across the lot, kicking up dust as the deputy calls it in, running on foot, South 3rd Street.
And I got one running for me on foot on South 3rd Street, heading south.
The chase is sudden, chaotic, fast. They leave the car behind and head toward a small park surrounded by trees. The deputy raises his voice. "Stop, you're gonna get tased."
"Stop, you're gonna get tased!"
But Coffey doesn't stop, pushes harder, running between trees before finally slowing down near a clearing. For a moment, it looks like he's giving up. He lifts his hand slightly, he turns, his body language softens. The deputy thinks he's surrendering. Then everything changes. Coffey's hand moves toward his waistband. A metallic shine flashes. Before the deputy can even fully react, Coffey pulls out a handgun and fires. 2 shots explode through the quiet park. Leaves shake. The deputy stumbles back, shocked, the taser still in his hand. Instinct takes over. He drops the taser, draws his firearm, and fires back. 1 shot, then another, then silence. Coffey collapses onto the grass. The gun is still in his hand, his finger frozen on the trigger. The deputy backs up, out of breath, adrenaline crushing his chest. His voice shakes as he calls for medical help or backup for anyone. "Oh my God," he repeats, over and over, trying to process what just happened.
"Oh my God."
A woman from earlier appears again, stepping forward in shock. She sees Coffey on the ground and screams that he fired first. "He pulled a gun on me," the deputy says, breathless,
He pulled a gun on me.
barely holding himself together. "He shot it toward me."
He shot it towards me.
Okay.
Seconds later, another deputy arrives, Sabrina Loretta. She rushes toward the scene and finds Coffey motionless, the weapon still gripped tightly in his hand. Backup fans out across the park. Officers secure the area. Paramedics run in, but it's already too late. The shots Coffey fired moments earlier had changed everything, and the return fire ended it all. The woman is taken aside for questioning. Witnesses are approached. Crime scene tape stretches across the grass. Later, investigators would confirm what the deputy already knew. Coffey fired first. 2 shots aimed directly at him at close range, and the firearm was real. The deputy who survived the ambush, Cal Landon, is placed on administrative leave, standard protocol. But no amount of policy can soften what happened in those seconds. A simple welfare check turned into a gunfight in a quiet Michigan park. The question that lingers afterward is always the same. Why did Coffey run? What pushed him to the point where he aimed a firearm at a deputy instead of surrendering? Investigators still haven't released details about the woman at the beginning. Her connection to Coffey, what she knew, what she feared, remains sealed inside an open case. But one thing is clear: Deputy Landon survived because he reacted faster than the danger in front of him. A split second made the difference between tragedy and going home alive. Erratic man with guns engages deputy in shootout. It started with a phone call, a shaky voice, breath quick, trying to stay calm.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
Weber Road, Weber and 231, in Florida.
Okay, what's going on over there?
There's a guy in a red maroonish long sleeve shirt and black pants with a chain that is walking with a rifle. Not sure of the exact gun. Not even sure if it's BB, but I know a car went to turn off Weber just a second ago, and he took the gun off and pointed it at the car as the car was turning.
Daytime Sheriff's Office, where is your emergency?
There's a guy walking down at Weber Road with an assault rifle and found him.
Okay, what is your name?
And
Okay.
I was actually just heading home because this is the same guy that was stalking me at my work yesterday.
Okay, just stay on the line with me. Are you close to Edward Road in Weber?
Yeah, I just kept driving. He waved at me and smiled. And I didn't turn down Edward. I just kept going straight.
A driver on Weber Road reporting something no one wants to see. A man walking alone with a rifle, waving it around, pointing it at random cars as they passed. Then another call, this time from someone who recognized the man because he had allegedly stalked her the day before. Same clothes, same walk, same unsettling smile as he looked at passing cars like he was choosing a target. Deputies knew the area well, an open stretch of road near Highway 231 with nowhere to hide if something went wrong. And today, everything was already going wrong. When the deputy arrived, the man was exactly where callers said he'd be. Red long-sleeve shirt, black pants, a cane in one hand, a magazine-fed shotgun strapped across his body, and a pistol sitting in a holster on his hip. The deputy didn't yell, didn't rush. He approached slowly, voice steady, hoping conversation might bring the man back from whatever edge he'd stepped onto. Mr. Smith?
Mr. Smith.
The suspect looked up instantly, eyes sharp, almost offended. How do you know my name?
How do you know my name?
He demanded. The deputy hadn't given it, he hadn't said it, and yet Smith acted like he'd been exposed, like someone had seen through him. I know you.
I know you.
Smith muttered. You reached for your gun. It don't work.
I know you
You
didn't.
reach for your gun!
The deputy kept his hands open, calm, measured. I'm not reaching for mine. But Smith wasn't listening. His mind was somewhere else, talking fast, talking in circles, mixing paranoia with fragments of reality. He pointed out the guns the deputy carried, and pointed out his own, 2 of them. And for a moment, everything hung in the air, tense, heavy, like the world had stopped breathing. The deputy tried again. Let me take that by the strap, just put it down. But every step forward made Smith step further into his delusion. Why you want just one? He snapped. Why you all on mine? The deputy warned him, quietly, almost pleading. Mr. Smith, I'm telling you, don't touch it. Silence. Then the moment everything changed, Smith's hand moved fast, straight toward the holster. Don't you touch it, the deputy shouted, but it was too late. Smith pulled the handgun free, raised it, and pointed it directly at the deputy. Gunshots exploded across the quiet road. The deputy fired. Smith fired back even as he fell. Bullets tore into the patrol vehicle behind them. 6 rounds from Smith, 7 returned by the deputy. Dust hung in the air. Then, stillness. Smith lay on the ground, still clutching the weapon. Even injured, he tried to lift it again. Instinct, fear, adrenaline. Backup raced toward the scene, sirens echoing in the distance. And in the seconds that followed, something unexpected happened. The deputy holstered his weapon, dropped to his knees beside the man who had just tried to kill him, and began CPR, chest compressions, breathing checks, calling for medics, doing everything he could to save a life that had just nearly ended his. One by one, deputies arrived and helped. Paramedics took over. But the damage had been done. Justin Chandler Smith, 45 years old, was pronounced dead at the scene. A shotgun, a handgun, and dozens of unanswered questions about what pushed him to that point. No deputies were injured, no bystanders hurt. But for the man who fired those rounds, and for the deputy who had no choice but to return them, the road on Weber Street will never feel the same again. Both encounters lasted only moments, but the impact stays much longer. 2 deputies, 2 suspects, 2 split-second decisions that decided life or death. If you want more real body cam stories and case breakdowns, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. More real incidents are coming soon.